Welcome back to Cronos the New Dawn 100% Guide Part 8. Nice that you tuned in again, friends, and today of course we will continue picking up a few trophies again and of course all the collectibles. Yes, last time we ended here in this area and we will go back through here now, because we have got the key now and can unlock this door. Of course we will do that. You can use the key one more time. For that we will have to run back later. First push the jump up and let's get started, friends. Because we now come out into kind of a goo cave, definitely watch out for those explosive things, and then of course we can go through here. There's quite a lot to pick up here and I will of course show you again how to do it. When you go in here you come out by this anomaly, and of course we first blew up these things here, and right when you're here you can basically turn all the way around and then run left. Back there on the left there is a little secret passage. We can go in there and there's a ton of energy to get. So of course we take that with us. Yeah, there's about 300 to 400 energy to grab here. Snatch that up and then just go back towards the anomaly. We have to dissolve it now basically to be able to progress, and for that you just go up front to the left into the corner. That's a bit tricky to see. You can shoot those things and then squeeze yourself through, and then you come out on the other side and can then immediately resolve the anomaly. Also watch out for those explosive things. They got me a few times too. But it's no big deal, friends. Just run through here once and you will come into the next area. Squeeze through the wall again and here you can immediately grab a valuable item. But first activate the anomaly. We will do that in a bit. Watch out here, it explodes quite a bit, and when you arrived here of course follow the red strand. Run behind the shelf once and you will then see that there is a little hole in the right corner. And that is where we can activate the anomaly. Now don't walk back, just run around once and go through the wall here. And we can smash the boards away. And here we find another rare item, or rather a valuable one, and of course we want to take that with us. Here the energy bank that always gives 1000 points, and we clean pocket that. So back to the door. And before we do that we can grab a bit more energy and a bit more loot. For that we simply go back past the shelf and into the corner back here. That's a bit tricky to see, so go through here once, and when you come around you can go along here and trigger a barrel. You see two crates here and of course we break those. And here's also that fire barrel. Let's remove that black stuff. Yeah, so that also fixes the issue with the pyromancy trophy. Yeah, whatever. We have already taken care of that. How that trophy works you have already seen on the channel. We will grab that later too. Grab the energy here and then we have actually taken everything important for now and can of course walk back and go to the door where we dissolved the anomaly. So just squeeze back through and then we come back through the nasty goo back here to the door, where we can of course follow the main path again. Go through here once and there's now a database entry and a few nice things to pick up. When you arrive here you will definitely find that on the desk up front. You can't miss it. Also on the right there is a vending machine. We will of course take that and grab all the loot. And on the desk there is this database entry which we also take. Darkness at dawn. We lock that and then go through the door. Now we come into the next area. Don't jump down, friends. Under no circumstances jump down yet. But first go straight ahead. Down there two big enemies come. Be a bit careful. They are pretty strong, so first run through here. Open the door so you can have a shortcut to the checkpoint. And here you can of course first go in, there's some stuff, and upgrade a bit. You know the drill in this game, and we also saved, because if we die to these big ones we would otherwise have to do everything again from the start. So we go back out, we have done everything here and can now of course jump down. And as I said, two bigger enemies come and we will take care of them quickly now. Activate barrels beforehand, clear. And you can really make good use of the fire explosion here. Put down another mine and then you can start right away. I will skip the fight here because you should be able to do it by the second or third attempt at the latest. But this actually works pretty well with a charged shotgun and then they should go down relatively quickly. Definitely pick up the loot here and then we can of course continue. And it's like this. Back here there's still a hidden door. That's where we are heading now. So not in this direction here, but turn around once and then go along back here. There is a closet we will trigger later, but back here in the corner you have to run to the store and we want to go into the locker room, and that we can then open again with a key. If you have found all the doors, the key of course goes away, but that's not the last door. There's still one more, so you definitely have to use the key. Go through here first, trigger the anomaly here. We definitely want to activate that because then we can run through here and there is immediately another hidden item. First take the database entry here and then run straight ahead. In the back there is a corpse. That thing startled me a bit, but no big deal. Walk through here once and there is another database entry with the code for the door we then have to open. So take that with you too, then turn around and don't leave the room yet, but deactivate the anomaly again so we can get behind the shelf on the right. And there we can then pick up the next collectible. Definitely don't miss that because there is also a bit of loot. And here we can crawl through this hole and then come over to the other side. Right in front of you there is a camera and a comic book. So don't miss that, otherwise it will be difficult with the trophies. So grab those things. There's also a pyromine here, a bit more loot, and the comic book which lies on a table, and of course we also take that over on the lockers. It is lying there and we grab comic book number 4 and put it in the bag. And then of course we can run back. Yeah, friends, definitely pick that up. Don't miss going this way and then crawl back through the hole. You will come out here again and you can of course now activate the anomaly again so that you come back. Clear. And then we can continue here. Yeah, that was a bit of a fail. You have to hold it a little longer, but no big deal. The cupboards are on the side again. Wait, no. What's going on here, friends? What's going on? So stick the thing on once. Is it finally holding now? Yeah, okay. What nonsense. Well, okay, we go through. We have collected everything, go out once, and yeah, then we go back through the door. We are back in the outer area, and now of course we want to continue. Namely go all the way back here, and there you can immediately trigger this closet. It is on the right, and then you can unlock the path to the next area. Pull that thing out and you can go through and follow the path. Go through here and you come back to the main area, and now you absolutely have to run back first. Not go through the next section, because otherwise you won't be able to come back later. Important is that we now first run completely back, namely go through this door, because there is one more place where we can use the key, and that is really easy to miss. So now run completely back and follow this route. Yeah, I will let this run for now so you can just watch where the path goes. It's a bit confusing of course because it's pretty dark, but you actually get through quite well and can then go back. And yes, that gets you to the hidden door we couldn't open before. If you are outside again, you will of course see the tent again, and to the left of it there is a door to the storeroom which we couldn't open before. But we can now open it with a key, and then the key also disappears. So go through the back door once here, and there is an energy bank, or rather a core. We take the core and of course craft a few things here. So definitely grab the core. You will need it later to fully upgrade the suit. Very important that you take this with you, because you won't get back here later and you could miss it and thus maybe not be able to upgrade your suit. So cores are always important. Grab the energy and the remaining loot here. Back here there's also a database entry. The only stuff, and we take that with us too. Turn around, then go back out, because otherwise there is nothing really big to get here. Watch that you don't step into nests, and then we can go back out and now basically use the code on the door. So once again through here, and then we walk back again, namely toward the stairs here, and go through again. And yeah, then we come backwards into the area, go up the stairs here, so we get the save point. And yeah, up here we can go in, and you should definitely take the bolt cutters with you. That would be very important. If you have the bolt cutters in your bag and maybe even saved again, then you can go back out. And now of course we open the door. So walk all the way back. We have to run the route once again to open that before mentioned door. Yes, as I said, it's important that you have the bolt cutters, then go through the nasty cave back here, and you can of course follow the main route. So just go through here and then left again, and you come to the door which we can open with the code. It will get pretty rough with the enemies here, and you can still catch up on a few trophies if you don't have them yet. So Anvil of the Collective, or also double kill with pistol, and so on. You can now pick up all those trophies here again really well. First go in left, grab the shotgun shell, stay on the path at first, run to the lantern, and then we can turn right. Back here into this corner once, there is a bit of energy here, but above all there's another collectible back here. But now a bunch of light enemies come who can deal with really well to get trophies. Run along the back, pick up the energy bank here, and if you run back now, an enemy will come that you have to kill. Then 2 enemies come, and if you kill those, 5 or 6 will come. So handle this best with a pistol, so that you get a double kill with a pistol. You can do that quite well with the first 2 here. First take out the dude up front, so the others don't transform too much right away. That's why you should kill him relatively far away and then wait until the 2 are in front. You can then get them to fight each other and shoot them that they die one after the other. And you get the efficiency trophy. So wait a bit here until the 2 are in one line, and then we can very well get the trophy here. Here you can also get the Anvil of the Collective trophy, kill 4 enemies with a shotgun, or with a torch sink 5 enemies. That works great here. So use the chance to grab the trophies, and we pick up the efficiency discipline here. Then a bunch more enemies come. You can, as I said, use this to get all your trophies. Just make sure they don't transform, but otherwise you can already get all the weapon trophies here or use the spot before. Because really a lot of light enemies come here that you can easily burn, or also dealing with using the mine. And yeah, it's really good to snag the trophies, and above all there is also loot. We of course collect that too. If you have everything here and gotten as many trophies as possible, then we can of course continue. Grab all the loot and you should be fairly fit again. If necessary, keep the save here to maybe catch up later if you don't feel like grabbing the trophies right now. But hey, we always want all trophies, so use the opportunity and grab the stuff. When you are done here and have done everything, we can now of course leave again, and there are a few more things to pick up. So back through here once, and in this mist area there are a few things to snatch. So go through here back to the lamp and then following this path again, so we are back at the beginning. And then go left here. There's more energy. Best to have the shotgun ready now, because someone comes on the ground here that you cannot avoid. Go across here, grab the crates and the crate over there, and now best pull out the shotgun, because now one spawns right in front of you. He comes out of this hole, and of course we aren't going easy on him. I only had the pistol out. That was pretty bad, because then you get hit right away, and that was of course avoidable. Yeah, nevertheless we blast the dude here away, tear him apart briefly and grab the energy back there. Yeah, then it continues. And before we continue here, we first go through here and we can pick up a few things. Namely, go this way. Then left, and you already see the next vending machine that we can grab. Of course, we take that with us. Then just go straight ahead and you soon come to a ladder. Back left in the corner there was a bit of more energy, but first just run straight through the back until you see a few crates. And of course you can break those and collect a bit more energy. Yeah, we shouldn't leave 300 energies lying around and then back. And now we of course use the ladder to get to the next section, because there's nothing else to pick up here. So up here once, and because climbing the ladder takes so long, I will skip it. Yeah, when you reach the top, turn right. There is a small hole you can easily miss. There's a bit of more energy behind it, and you should definitely crawl through before following the path. So through here once, bam, and there's a big box of energy. A fat battery into the bag, and it gives 400 energies. So we take that, turn around and crawl back through the hole, and can then of course continue following the main route. So just go straight ahead. Not that way, there is nothing to pick up there. We were there already. So make the round right off the ladder and then continue. Yeah, there is nothing great to pick up here now. A few chemicals left, which we can of course take. Need to craft some things again. Shell seals were okay for me just now. And we grab the chemicals. Just keep walking and you then basically get to the main route and follow this path once more through that red door up front, completely through. Because initially there is nothing more to collect. But when you have arrived here and go down, you can loot a bit. Jump down here, and I hope you have the bolt cutters now, because after you jump down you run right around the corner, and there you see on the one hand a fire door, and you can immediately also use the bolt cutters. Through the small room on the right, and then turn around once, and you can see the lock which we crack with the bolt cutters, and can of course pick up a lot of loot. We naturally take that with us, grab the doctor's database entry here and take the remaining things. Shell seals, and also there is another core here, which makes it especially worthwhile. With that we have it done. Everything looted. You then go back out, go directly right around the corner, and then right around the corner again, and here on the right you can now burn the pyre. Of course we do that and can then loot the things behind it. Nothing special, but quite a bit of energy, so we need that of course to fully upgrade later. Go back out, and when you come out of, you can of course continue and turn around here, and yeah, we also grab those small crates back in the corner. Let those things explode, and you see in the cupboard there is still a lot of energy, so we pick up that too. 82 here, and back in the corner another 440. Of course we want that. Attention now, a few enemies spawn. They really shouldn't be a problem for you anymore. They are sheep enemies. But the dude got me again. That was a real fail. well, then we have to craft a bit more, and yeah, then we can continue. When we have done that, bam, a quick injection and craft a bit more. So onward. We are through here, we burned that wall, used the bolt cutters, and then we can really proceed. Namely, go back to the path and follow this route here. You will soon see a cat running away, and we will get it later. I will show you that. First run right where the cat came from and collect all the loot, and then we can of course move on. Though there's still a bit to pick up here for ammo and energy and what else. Just run out once and then, yes, we follow the main route. The cat isn't to be found back there, but we find a small crate. You can of course open that and maybe get a bit of loot. And up here I checked again for the anomaly, nothing to pick up. Walk straight ahead and come to this red glowing door. Go in there once and it's like a carotine. Pretty creepy. Walk through and yes, we can follow the path here. We can also pick up a bit here, namely the next database entry back there. Or, I don't know how to speak it, awe and fear. And then we can keep walking. There are a few more things to pick up. You actually can't miss them if you look properly, and here's nothing that is really crucial here. So walk through, loot everything as you find it, and also take the database entry. Case by case. Walk through once and yeah, then we can follow the main route farther. As I said, in this area there are indeed still a few things to pick up, but nothing really special. Walk through, grab the database entry, the most common symptoms, and you learn a bit more about the disease that has broken out. And the story is already crazy, so you still don't know exactly why this happened and whether these rare people here have something to do with it. Also not if the characters you play have something to do with it, which of course could be. That comes out a bit later maybe. Yeah, I'm not entirely behind it yet. Walk the whole route first, you then come to the next floor, grab the database entry in the mists of the storm, and of course now a few enemies come, but they are actually relatively easily. Then walk left, grab the crates, and there's a bit more to pick up. And in the corner there's also a database entry from another world. We take that too and then turn around again. Follow the path and can then just walk up here. Yeah, and you will then quickly reach the next save point, so walk through here and along to the right. Attention, there is another database entry here, workers demand, and yeah, that link we can use later in the next guide, friends. Because we are already at the end here again, so we will go through this once more. But we can now still get a trophy, namely for selling valuable items. You should get that now. First walk down into the save point. There's a creepy table here. It already looks really awful what they did there. And definitely grab the transmitter here because we need that for the trophy. Also, there's a new weapon here that I personally have never used. You can actually put it in the inventory or try it yourself. We'll have to do that later anyway. So take the transmitter, new priority, and then you can sell the database to get the trophy. Yeah, grab the rest of the stuff here, and there's still a bit of cores and so on to pick up in the bag. If you have now put your cores into the box, you can of course sell the energy database, and you should have about 3 cores and the energy database, and yeah, you sell that now and then you will get the trophy for it. It should pop up then if you really collected everything beforehand. So we sell this and thus receive the trophy, the contribution. Yeah, friends. That's it from me for this episode, and we will hopefully see each other again in the next one if you tune in again. I would be really happy, and then we will continue at this point. Take care, adios, and ciao.